All right, let's head straight to the trading floor now. We have Inijo Mekwa on that side of things. Ini, you've been at the stock exchange since morning, so I can believe you've absorbed all of that energy, and you can tell us what's playing out there with the local boss and most of the markets we track.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ladi. Yes, I've been here, and I can tell you that the world has gone virtual. COVID has changed the world because even here at the exchange, if you were to head to the floor of the exchange at this time, you would see just a handful of stockbrokers. A lot of things, a lot of the trading is done virtually, so it's quite empty for the floor of the stock exchange, but we know the activities are still going on. But that's not where we're going to this afternoon. We're going to look. It's Monday, so we want to see our Naira. So earlier today, we did see good news talking about the trading of the Naira. We saw that the Naira gained at the close of trade next week, and then well, still keeping us around that 1,500 for the official platforms. I cannot say the same as I said earlier today for the parallel market. But we have Ipe here to tell us he's a fixed income dealer with Access Bank. So we see that the EFM platform seems to be giving a lot of value, or consistent value, or certainty, I guess is a better way to capture it, on the Naira. Even though we still see it, there's a bit of a difference between the official and the unofficial. But generally, we seem to be in a comfortable place. I don't know if that's how you see, trading the Naira at this time.
Thank you for having me, Ini. So definitely, I must credit the CBN administration for launching that EFM's platform. It has really helped a lot, especially with transparency of the Naira. That transparency has also led to improvements in liquidity, and that liquidity that's available in the official market has led to stability, as you said in your opening. So that Naira has been stable just around between 1,500, 1,550 levels for the past 2 months, and we like it. That's one of the key complaints of that when they started their reforms, that the volatility has been too much. So for the past 2 months, it has been quite stable at those levels, which is a testament to the effectiveness of the EFS platform.
So does this tell us that a lot of the negative news we're getting from the market was artificial or illegal activities? Because I don't know if we can say that our supply of FX has increased, or is it just this new platform has helped to block some of those leakages? That's why we're seeing a level of uncertainty.
Well, there are a few reasons why we are where we are now. Definitely, they've reduced the opportunity for FX speculators in the market, also reduced that artificial arbitrage that was created when there was a lack of liquidity. And that lack of liquidity led to the increased spread in that market, which like a vicious cycle. It just continues. When the liquidity is not there, the spread continues to increase, and the arbitrage opportunities persist. But with the EFM platform right now, they've created that transparency that allows the Naira to be appropriately priced, and then we see, which has now led to increased supply. I can tell you that last week, Friday, we saw the highest volume traded in the official market at about 613 billion this year. And last week, the weekly volumes was also the highest we've seen this year. So the liquidity has increased. The supply is coming in, especially from foreign portfolio investors who like where the Naira is and where the yields are in Nigeria at this time.
So with this now, can we say we're at a comfortable place? Because before now, what the conversation was always, we just need to increase our supply.
Yes.
Can we say we're all right where we are?
I won't say we are all right. There's still a bit of work to do. As you said earlier, there's still a little bit of gap between the official rates and the parallel rates. But the supply is there. They're putting in the work. If they maintain this tight monetary policy they are currently on right now, we'll reach the promised land very soon. I can assure you of that.
But some people still say that the Naira is undervalued. What would you say would be a fair value, or are we there already?
Most people, fair value of the Naira, if you look at it, if you use purchasing power parity or other models to value Naira, most people say it should be between 1,000 and 1,200. A simple example is the price of fuel. Fuel on the street right now is about 950 to 990 Naira, depending on where you buy it from. And most other countries, if you benchmark it, it's about $1 or more, $1.10 or $1.20 in the street. So if you benchmark it like that, just a simple analogy, the fair value of Naira should be maybe between around 1,000 to 1,200. So there are some people that feel, yes, Naira is undervalued, but that's what makes the foreign guys like it, because it helps Nigerian exports. Things are cheaper here for them, so they bring in their dollars, as you saw in that December.
Yeah,
people bring in their dollars and they have a lot of Naira.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we cannot say that we are maximizing it as Nigeria, because if our exports is cheaper, then we should be able to increase our volume, to meet up with that.
Yeah, the government is working on that. They are pushing the Australian oil production. They want to push that to maybe about 1.5 billion barrels a day. So they want to take advantage of the weakness of the Naira right now.
Okay, so where do you see the Naira, let's say first quarter, at this rate? We see stability to a large extent for months now, especially in the official market, and that spills to the parallel market also to a large extent. Yeah. Where do you see the Naira settling?
For Q1, my expectation is that it should remain where it is, just around 1.5.
And think we'll be good with that?
Yeah, we'll be good with that. But generally, for the rest of the year, a lot of people still feel there's still room to appreciate towards the end of the year. But the federal government has even given an indication of where they feel the Naira should be this year at 1,500 levels.
So you decide to be realistic, I guess?
Yeah.
All right, Chikepe, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me
on the program.
Yeah.
All right, now let's look at other market numbers. As I said, well, here at the NGX, it's mostly virtual trading going on, but it's a positive one for the NGX intraday. This was just about 30 minutes or so ago, so it's 0.20%, 103,000. Last week, we did lose that 103,000 level, but thankfully, we have recovered that, so it's 103,809.06 for the NGX. From there, we move to the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, where it's negative intraday 0.46% in the red. 83,903.95 is your share. For Egypt, of course, we know it's closed, 0.47% in the negative. 29,893.67 for Nairobi Stock Exchange. Yeah, they keep growing. Now they're at 102 level, 102.48 after they gained 0.40%. Beg your pardon. That's one that's yesterday's numbers. Egypt is trading at this time, but the Nairobi is the one you have from Friday. Then we move to the Middle East. In the Middle East, we see Dubai. Dubai is negative this afternoon, 0.50% at 5,199.28. Abu Dhabi follows suit, 0.10% in the red, 9,554.33. Tadawul of Saudi Arabia is on the flip side, 0.30% at 12,423.04. Qatar also is positive, 0.05%, 10,656.22. So we see mixed, it's just a mixed sentiment for the Middle East markets. We know that some of them are closed because of time difference. So the market like Qatar, they're close positive right there. Now in Asia, we see the Nikkei of Japan is almost 1% in the red. I learned conversations around President Trump, China, AI is moving markets around that area. So we shouldn't be surprised to see some extreme sentiment. But Nikkei for now, close of trade, obviously 0.99%. Hang Seng Index is 0.66% in the positive area, 20,197.77. The Kospi is almost 1% in the positive zone, 0.85%. while Shanghai and Nifty. Nifty has been going down. I think they do have a budget meeting this week, later on this week. Expectations and tips from there, from India, is moving the market not so friendly. In fact, I believe analysts are saying that it could get down to about 22 or less than 22, which is a resistant point. So it's more than 1%, 1.08%. That's the Nifty at this time. Move to the United States, where President Trump is. Yes, the man of the hour. The Dow Jones is negative 0.85% at 44,222. S&P 500 also negative, almost 2% in the negative. As I said, the conversation around AI and all of that is moving the market and sentiment, investor sentiment. Nasdaq is also very, very negative, 3.3% at 21,185.25. So those are the market numbers at this time. In some parts of the world, it's closing numbers. In other parts, it's intraday numbers. Ladi, President Trump is not done with the world yet. He's still moving markets. I see your Bitcoin dropping fast. I wonder what conversation you would have later on the program when you're doing the crypto segment.
Yeah, so much to unpack today. It's all about the fear of tariffs at this point. And we've seen Trump jolt the markets this morning, and all eyes now wondering.
I wonder if Ladi can hear me.
Yeah, we're just wondering where the bottom will be at this point. But thank you so much, Ini, there, for giving us all the details of what's playing out with most of the markets that we track. Thank you so much, Ini.